Did you know that it is completely possible to gain muscle mass after the age of 50? If you feel like your body is no longer responding as it used to, that your muscles are weaker and your energy is not the same, this video is for you. Today, I will share 7 practical tips that can transform your body. I will show you which foods to eat, the supplements that really work, and the most effective exercises for fast and lasting results. And I will tell you a secret. The 7th tip may be exactly what you are missing for your transformation. Are you ready to discover what can change your life forever? Then stay with me until the end. But before we start, leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Here, you will find the best health, nutrition and quality of life tips to live with more energy and vitality. Now, let's get to the point. As the years go by, it's natural to notice that your strength and vigor are no longer what they used to be. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, begins stealthily between the ages of 30 and 40, but really gains momentum after the age of 50. It's as if your body has an invisible clock reminding you of the time. This process affects not only your appearance, but also your health, nutrition, and quality of life for those who want to make the most of their maturity. Muscular strength goes far beyond holding objects or lifting weights at the gym. It's what keeps you independent in your routine. This silent loss of muscle compromises not only your body, but also your confidence. And let's face it, living with limitations when we know there are solutions is unfair, right? But the good news is that by understanding this process, you can take action before the situation gets complicated. Identifying the signs of sarcopenia early is key to preserving your health and quality of life. After all, who said that 50 is the end? For many, it is just the beginning of an incredible transformation. Speaking of which, have you ever stopped to think about the consequences that muscle weakness can have throughout life? When muscles lose strength, the entire body pays the price, and we are not just talking about day-to-day difficulties. Muscle weakness increases the risk of falls and fractures, especially in the elderly, and these incidents can trigger a series of serious complications. Therefore, early intervention, which strengthens muscles and improves mobility, can make a huge difference in life expectancy and quality of life. Who would have thought that a good walk or a personalized exercise program would be so powerful? But it doesn't stop there. Muscle weakness has a silent and continuous impact, like a weight that accumulates. It can make small tasks, such as getting up from a chair or carrying a bag, real challenges. So, it is not just about preventing falls, but about ensuring autonomy and freedom. And speaking of which, did you know that there are simple tests that can assess your muscle strength and prevent these risks? Assessing muscle strength is not a mystery reserved for specialists. Simple tests, such as grip strength, that famous handshake with a dynamometer, are capable of predicting possible future limitations. Another practical test is the one of sitting and standing up from a chair without support, known as sit-to-stand. It reveals a lot about the functionality of the legs and balance, being a true thermometer for identifying weaknesses. If standing up and sitting down 5 times in less than 15 seconds seems difficult, it may be time to rethink your exercise routine. Small signs like this are valuable indicators. And we cannot forget balance, a pillar of muscle health. Tests like the flamingo, where you try to stand on one leg for a few seconds, are great allies in preventing bigger problems. After all, strength without stability is like having a powerful car but without brakes. But here is the good news: you can reverse this process with the right strategies. And the best part is that these tips work for everyone, from beginners to long-time exercisers. So, as promised, here are the 7 essential tips to help reverse muscle loss. First tip: exercise. The first step to regaining muscle mass is to dedicate yourself to physical activity. You've probably seen someone with their arm in a cast, right? What happens to their muscles? they start to atrophy. This shows us that there's no way to gain muscle while being sedentary. A sedentary lifestyle, in addition to being harmful, also inflames the body, which is one of the causes of sarcopenia, a vicious cycle. To gain muscle, it's necessary to challenge the body, offering resistance so that the muscles work harder. And the best exercise for this is weight training. Of course, aerobic exercise is also important for general health, so the ideal is to alternate the two. The ideal is to reserve 30 to 45 minutes for aerobic exercise and 10 to 25 minutes for strength training, 4 to 5 times a week. When you lift weights, the muscle fibers suffer minor damage, which releases inflammatory molecules called cytokines. These molecules activate the repair process, making the muscle stronger and bigger. However, to continue this growth, it is essential to increase resistance. If you do not challenge your muscles with more load, they will adapt and growth will stagnate. If you feel that you are no longer gaining muscle, seek a physical education professional to adjust your training. They can increase the load, repetitions, number of sets, or even the duration of the exercise. Second tip: hormones. Testosterone is one of the most important hormones when it comes to gaining muscle mass. Men with low levels of this hormone tend to lose strength, muscle mass, and even virility. It's worth getting a testosterone test if you don't understand why you're not gaining muscle. Another important hormone for muscle gain is growth hormone, GH, which is released in large quantities with physical exercise, especially resistance training. Third tip: nutrition. Many people consume empty calories, such as fast food and processed foods, and don't understand why they can't gain muscle. Muscle growth depends on more than just calories. You need to provide your body with the essential nutrients for muscle growth, as if you were fertilizing a plant. For adults over 50, it is recommended to consume at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. Adequate consumption of high-quality proteins is essential for muscle synthesis. Foods such as eggs, yogurt, milk, red meat, fish, sardines, tuna, salmon, rice and beans, or vegan alternatives such as chickpeas, tofu, oats and lentils are essential. In addition, carbohydrates from fruits such as bananas, apples, oranges and vegetables such as sweet potatoes, cassava and beets are also essential. Beets, for example, increase muscle strength during training, which helps in muscle development. To optimize intestinal health and combat sarcopenia, including fermented foods and prebiotics such as fiber in your diet can be a great ally. Fourth tip: vitamins. Vitamin D deficiencies are associated with loss of muscle mass and strength. Vitamin D is an important marker of health, and people with high levels of this vitamin are more likely to stay active, engaging in activities such as walking, swimming, or even farming. In addition, vitamin D helps with mitochondrial health, which is crucial for energy production in muscle cells. If your vitamin D levels are low, it is important to get sun exposure or consider supplementation. Another essential vitamin for muscle health is vitamin C, which is present in fruits and vegetables. It is necessary for the biosynthesis of carnitine and collagen, two important components for muscle function. Omega-3, found in the Mediterranean diet, is also a good ally against the effects of sarcopenia, helping to improve muscle strength, although it has little impact on muscle mass. Tip 5: get enough sleep. Sleep is essential for muscle recovery and growth. For muscles to recover and grow properly, you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Tip 6: avoid smoking and alcohol. There's no point in following all the tips on exercise, nutrition, and rest if you continue to smoke or consume alcohol excessively. Both contribute to the loss of muscle mass and can aggravate conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, and heart failure. Keeping these diseases under control is essential to prevent or slow the progression of sarcopenia. Tip 7. Supplements. The first 6 items make up 95% of the process of preventing and reversing sarcopenia. Supplements can contribute to the remaining 5%. If you are on a tight budget, focus on changes in diet and exercise. However, if you can afford it, creatine is an excellent supplement for gaining muscle mass. Creatine increases energy and improves performance during workouts, making it the most effective supplement for building muscle. If you are consuming adequate protein, you may not need whey protein. However, whey protein supplementation after training can help with protein synthesis, since insulin levels are high at this time. Another good option is casein, which is absorbed more slowly, but should be avoided by those who are intolerant to milk. Remember, supplements are not a substitute for exercise and a proper diet. They can be a complement, but the basis for muscle gain comes from healthy habits and hard work. Now that you know the essential strategies for gaining muscle after 50, how about putting it all into practice? How can you start including more protein in your diet today? Or maybe start that strength training exercise you've been putting off? Remember, the secret is consistency and balance. It's not about doing everything at once, but taking small steps every day. Challenge yourself, take control of your health, and experience the incredible benefits of a stronger, more energetic body. If you like this content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any tips. And to continue your journey, watch the next video that I'll leave here. It will complement everything we talked about today. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Until next time.